Alright, so here we go. Alright, so as you can see, we have random resources, and apparently we have a very strange start where we've got about 5 villagers plus a scout, so they're going to have to get loom first, if I recall. So we have the Koreans here with Elminster, so we can see we've got quite a bit of wood, food, gold, little stone. Let's see what the maps here look like. Alright, so wow, there's quite a bit of gold very close to the TCs on both players. And this is kind of a interesting map. It's almost like an arena, but without the walls. Yeah, I mean, this is kind of a standard build kind of thing, which is surprising considering Mega Random. So honestly, I don't know who's going to have the advantage here. There's almost no wood in the center, so it's kind of a dead, empty area. But there's quite a bit of stone and gold, a little bit throughout the map. So there's a couple of extras behind their bases and so forth. And there's some back in the wood lines, which is kind of neat. If the game goes too long, remember this is should be normal settings. Let me just double check here. Let's see, victory conditions. All right, starting resources low. All right, I'm kind of worried to see what means that when it's high. All right, so we can see both of them. Let's take the vills. So it looks like Elm has a slight vill lead just for the moment. But yeah, so anyways, it shouldn't be that bad because the Italians go up a little faster. They require less food to go up. The Koreans, on the other hand, they basically have faster stone mining, very deadly towers, and of course, they are going to be very deadly with this amount of stone already in the bank, so they can go very quickly forward to see what's going on this side, you can see that Elminster has already found the starting position of Huggieg, so they know they're kind of close. I should also mention that the villagers here have quite a bigger line of sight than normal. This is a part of the Korean bonus, as you can see here. So villagers plus 3 line of sight, stone miners are 20% faster. Free tower upgrades, like I said, their towers get deadlier, plus 1 range, plus 2 total range in Imperial Age. Military units except siege weapon cost less wood, so archers are definitely the play here. Nice gone here. He lost a little bit of scout HP because he did run into the TC. I mean, you don't usually expect it to be this close to the stone and gold, but as you can see here, they're quite close to the TC. That is quite a nice mining camp. You can go ahead and gather stone and gold at the same time. So let's see what our Huggieg player here is doing, because they can go up quite fast because they do have quite a bit of food, so we'll see if they're going to take a little bit more time. You can see that Huggieg here is already on the deer, which you're able to go ahead and gather quite quickly. And he did not take any damage, even though he did find the TCA for Elminster. And there we go. So he's stuck. He's building houses. He's building that front house wall. I don't see if Elm here is going to be doing some drush of kinds because he's already got his barracks down. Oh wow, look at that. He's milling the deer and the berries at the same time. So that's the one thing that we talked about a little bit, is that there's no a lot of amount of food under here. So they take their sheep. Now they're stuck to farming already. There's not too many berries, but there's a little bit of deers standing around here. So it's always nice. Got the barracks coming down for our Huggieg player here. Italian player, so he's also building a mining camp. I'm assuming maybe. Oh, looks like Elminster is already up to the feudal age. He's researching that right now. He'll be up in just a moment, but we're going to get to see how the game opens up from there to see how it goes. But to see, they're going up on 1819 pop, which is kind of expected. It's a little low for normal play, but this is not normal play. You started with a ton of resources, so it makes sense to go up a little bit faster. And their economies are looking rather healthy. Do have quite a bit of gold in the bank, and Helm is heavily on a stone. As you can see, his stone score has gone up to 700. Let's see if we can go ahead and do the resource count here. Yeah, so you can see that Huggieg, who didn't take any stone, is on 462. And he's trying to snipe a villager here, but the villager has loom, so he's able to chase that away, especially considering that Elm is not yet into the feudal age, so he doesn't have that extra attack bonus. Huggy here just clicked up. I'm assuming he's going to have couple more villagers. Yeah, he's got about 2 extra villagers compared to Elminster here, so it's probably the difference between the uptimes here, which is going to be really nice, but it can be quite deadly. So we do see there's already a forward here very quickly for Elminster. He's going to start building some towers. I have no doubts about this. I'm just going to see where he's going to go, because that house is going to complete, and he's going to go ahead and place a couple of towers very quickly on that wood line. He's already making some houses just in case. And keep in mind, this is actually amazing because with this huge line of sight of the villagers, if there's any barrack units that come out, he's able to actually foresee that and maybe have enough time to quick wall. Huggieg's doing the correct response. He's just moving his lumberjacks away to a different spot. But these towers are going to get really annoying as they're going to take him off this maybe this gold. They take him off this wood here, and as you can see, he's making sure he's scouting all the way around, and there's quite a bit of pressure. So he's definitely throwing down this tower. He doesn't want Elm to keep going faster on this side, and it is actually going to be quite dangerous. I mean, he can build a couple of towers. He does have the stone for it already, but it looks like maybe Elm will have to go ahead and abandon on this tower project here. Looks like, yeah, he's already going to stone, already expecting more towers, and he's actually walling this part off here with the blacksmith. So there's the blacksmith coming down for Elm as well. That's a smart play. He actually got a spearman, expecting maybe a scout counterattack, because he doesn't see exactly what Huggieg is doing completely. So as you can see, there's double tall tower in the front just to be that very annoying. Yeah, it's very hard to compete with Koreans' towers. However, when you start with that much stone, you can just go ahead and tower yourself and feel kind of safe. So he's just moving his farming economy to the mill instead of going underneath the TC, but this is definitely slowing down the approach to do that. But I'm sure that Huggieg's feeling a little bit under pressure at the moment. It's definitely not an easy thing to do. And wow, look, more villagers coming forward for Elminster here. So I'm just wondering, is there a hole? Oh, there is a hole. So look, he's actually being able to get in through here, and he might actually be able to go ahead and tower this gold and maybe stone and just deny all of this stuff. Oh, and there you go. First house sound of the game. Huggieg's got plenty of houses. Oh god, those villagers though. Oh, why did they have to walk underneath the tower? That is so bad. But hopefully that gave Hugs an idea that he's got a hole in this wall. And yeah, he's going to go ahead and start mining stone and gold in the back here, which is probably a good idea. He's going to go ahead and repair that tower. Honestly, I don't see this, tower war lasting very long. Let's see, who's doing better at the economy? So right now, Huggieg has nobody on food. He's going to need to fix that very quickly. But he does have villager production. On this side, you have Elm, who's got 6 people on wood. His economy is looking a lot better. Obviously, he hasn't been untouched, no pressure, but yeah, he's actually a villager ahead right now, which, kind of makes sense. Thinking about all of that pressure, but he's got a lot of, villagers in his towers not doing too much. So you can't hear in-game sounds, damn. Alright. Oh, this is such a pain right now to figure out exactly what it is. I'll have to kind of look into that later. I'll see what's going to happen. But so far, yeah, so Huggieg Scout, I don't think he's doing all of that much. Let's see what his scouting looks like. Yeah, I think he just mostly forget about it. It's quite understandable considering the amount of pressure that he's doing here with all of these towers. He's trying to just repair and just slow and stall. It actually doesn't help that Elminster here has gotten quite a few repair villagers and repairs in. He's kind of running low on stone. Oh, well, so is Elm, actually. Yeah, so he's actually didn't build... He actually stopped going on stone, but he's going back because he's going to need to keep repairing, otherwise those towers are going to go down. But he is on his way to the castle age. And as soon as that happens, these towers will become quite a bit harder to kill, as they will be upgraded for free 2 guard towers, and they also have that extra range because of the Koreans. So that's why they are so dangerous. And yeah, there you go. The quick walls attempts are trying to go in here, and he's gonna have to go back. That tower, oh, he has to delete it, otherwise it will go down. Oh, there it is. That tower went down. I think Huggieg did a good job stealing that stone away from Huggieg. Sorry, from Elminster, and he tried to put down a barrack. I thought, yeah, he already had a barrack, so he might try to do something else at home at this point. But yeah, so far, I mean, Huggieg's not had a lot of chance in this match so far. He's been under consistent heavy pressure. And let's just take a look at the populations. Actually, Huggieg just now caught up on villagers, but Elm is on the way to the castle age, and this is where it's going to get tricky for him. Oh my god, wait, he's got 2 infantry somewhere? Oh yeah, he got the spearmen, that's true. So there you go, that's what I was talking about. So you see those towers got almost double the amount of hit points. They have so much range now. They have 10 range apiece, and then probably even more. Yeah, he's recharging Bodkin Arrow. This is going to be a nightmare to defend. I don't even know what I would do in this position. Yeah, there you go. The GG was called. He didn't see a way out. He wasn't even close to the castle age. But there you go, guys. That is game number 1. And Elm took it with a rather convincing win with that tower strategy, which should have been expected for the Koreans. But anyways, we'll go back to the lobby here and see what's going on. Alright, so let's go and see. Let's take out the civs that were used. So there you go. No Italians. And we also will not be seeing the Koreans. There we go. So the next map that was chosen will be one of Huggieg's home maps, which is going to be the Budapest one. So we haven't seen this one yet. And now I'm just waiting for the civs for the players. Alright, so we've got the civs for both players. So we've got an Aztecs-Mongol war, which is going to be very nice. So Elminster will be playing as the Aztecs, and Huggieg will be playing as the Mongols. So those are some rather strong civs, which I'm surprised to see, considering that both players are giving them some strong civs, especially on a map like Budapest, where you start with a very strong economy, since you start with 2 TCs, which is basically the double that you'd get, plus additional resources. So it's going to be an incredible game for sure. So let's go see if they have started. Perfect. So it looks like they've already started, which will be nice. And we're off, guys. Game number 2. Let me just go ahead and update this very quickly. Alright, so we have 2 town centers, guys, with a bunch of extra villagers. So that means that Elm here has 2 Eagle Warriors, and of course, the Mongol players here will have 2 Scout Cavalries. So, as you can see, they're actually really close to each other on this map. And there's, again, like these, it's almost like the 4 crosses or cross from T90's channel here, but kind of in the reverse, where the sides are actually the 4 pawns, and there's quite a bit of fish and things like that on there. So it looks like they're going to go Elminster here as the Aztecs is going to go out fishing on both pawns, which is going to be quite nice. Getting a huge advantage. In terms of the resources, as you can see, they've had started with quite a bit of food, which is going to be a huge help for their early economy to keep both town centers producing quite rapidly. They're going to need to build quite a few houses, and they're trying to find all their sheep and cows that they start with. Let me see, and they have 2 boars per town center, so that's going to be a ton of food, and then some berries, and then everything like that. So that is absolutely ridiculous. I kind of favor Elminster's position here because both TCs seems to be relatively closer together, and there's one nice wood line kind of making that wall between both. And then you can just kind of wall towards the shore here, and then just wall again towards the edge of the map. So it shouldn't be too bad for walling. It looks like Huggieg didn't actually get lucky on this map either. It looks like he was actually just a little bit further apart. And it looks like there's an actual wood line that's separating him instead of a wood line separating between here. But yeah, he's definitely got this safe pawn here in the back, and he's docking the other one already. So it looks like the players here are going to have 2 pawns apiece. Yes, there we go. So he's actually going to go ahead and be docking both. So that's going to be a lot of wood going down to make those fishing ships. And again, a very, very fast start. It's going to be a crazy strategy. Yeah, so there's going to be quite a bit of boar lures here. So those boars are just going to be eaten so fast because of the Mongols' bonus. And oh my god, I did not check the stone, but the stone, they almost have enough to make 2 castles. So that's going to favor the Mongols quite a bit as they're trying to go for the Mangudai as quickly as possible. So this is going to be an incredible game if they're able to get a castle up with some Mangudai. And I'm kind of curious to see how Elminster here is going to go ahead and keep his lead with the 1-0 with actual Eagle Warriors against Mangudai. So let's go see what's going on. So both economies are looking quite nice. Lots of fishing ships, lots on wood to make sure that they're keeping on those. Can't believe it. Look at the villager count already. They have 28 villagers, almost a piece. Not counting fishing ships, of course. Looks like Elm went crazy here on the fish boom. Oh, he sees the sheep, but barely. It'd be so nice if he had those. That's a little bit of extra food income for him as well. Quite a nice patch of deers behind here too. This is turning really great. So yeah, I'm not sure about this wall placement here. I think that it might have been better to kind of wall off the front. If that's a little bit better, I don't know. The wall here doesn't really do much, but maybe he didn't scout it in time. Or not familiar with the map, which again I understand. It's not these are not maps that are played all that often. But yeah, there you go. So Elm is actually building a nice wall to keep his economy safe. And there we go. We got the Mongol player just sneaking his scout in, and he's going to have a huge line of sight. So he's able to see a lot from Elminster here. So you can see the 2 boars, you can see the berries, you can see some of the gold that fills. Oh, there is a gap. He found the gap, and he's actually going to go ahead and stand there and block it so that he can go ahead and keep that aggression up. They're both on their way to the feudal. Huggieg is actually a little bit faster there, but keep in mind they always have one town center producing behind that, or at least they should, because they do start with the double TC. Just wondering, if you're playing Cumans on this map, does that mean you get 4 TCs on feudal age? Thoughts. Could be fun to figure that out, or is it maybe just 3 TCs? I don't know how that affects the Cumans. Anyways, yeah, so basically he's just keeping that. Oh, I guess the wall was actually closed off. I let that close. But anyways, he's able to go ahead and sneak his scout inside. I think he got most of his information. He is missing kind of two sheeps here, but if the ships go for the shorefish, that's on the left here, he's able to go ahead and grab it. Eagle warrior harassment, that's very common because you basically start with two eagle warriors or two scouts. And look at that little micro, he's taking the top of the hill slowly. Not sure if that actually works. Yeah. Anyways, he did go and get that. He was trying to sneak a barracks on his side of the map. It has now been walled off, so he's going to have a bit of a harder time. Oh, the sneak was real, guys. He got a dock on this side. He's making fire galleys. He's going to go ahead and snipe the fish that's in this pond. And he's doing the same thing on the other side. That eco lead that he's got because of all of that fish is going to go down in flames while basically his economy back at home is going to be safe. The only thing that I'm worried about is that he is quite open. But you know what? With the food count, he just needs a couple of buildings to go down, and he will be on his way to the castle age, and then he can plop down 2 castles to protect his economy very quickly. I'm liking Huggieg's position right now. Oh, but it looks like Elm actually found out about the dock and is countering him. He's going to go ahead and play to keep his fish safe. And it's a 2 dock to 1 on this side. And there you go. Eagle Warrior killed. And yeah, there's no dock on this side just yet. I guess he's concentrating on making fire galleys on this side. And transition to galleys. That's interesting considering that your opponent's going fire ships. Aztecs are actually not that great on water. But I mean, they have the good stuff for up until, I believe, Castle Age. They are missing the galleon completely. So going into galleys is a little suspicious to me. I don't think they have all that good of a water tree, if I recall. Let's double check that very quickly. Yes, so you see they have nothing. They only have access to the fast fire ships, just a demo, no heavy demo, and the war galley. Like I said, they don't have a lot of water options. So that's probably maybe the reason why he was given that map. So as you can see, there's 2 scouts here, kind of denying some of the protection here, but it's very open for here. And my god, look at all the food that Huggieg is actually having right now. And he's gonna make the stable. I'm expecting almost an archery range and a blacksmith to go down so he can start getting his upgrades for his Mangudai as soon as he hits Castle Age. So yeah, anyways, there's 2 demos down here in the dock. Oh, and there you go. There's 1 demo, 2 demos. Not terrible shots, not the greatest either. But I mean, it is what it is. It's forcing Elm to actually make more on water. And there we go. We have Elm actually going up to the Castle Age. That definitely is because of the fish boom that is happening right now. That is a lot. And I also see here he's got a market, so he probably has abused this to sell or to balance his economy. But man, my god, look at these resources. If I didn't know any better, you know, you can literally just plop a castle down and go almost to the Imperial Age and fight there with some elite Eagle Warriors, as it was going to be very hard for our Mongols player to counter, especially if he's not ready for elite Eagles at the moment. Alright, so let's take a look to see what's going on here. I don't know why it's taking Huggieg so long to click up. There we go. Got his blacksmith, so he has that now. Stable, so he's got both of his feudal age buildings to go up. And there you go, he did click up. He's just going to be a little bit behind. That's fine. He's actually was able to put a little bit of pressure for some idle time. Well, sorry, not idle time, but at least force Elminster to go ahead and go on production. The Aztec economy is very strong, and this is just due to the fact that their villagers carry 5 extra resources just before even wheelbarrow, and that's just making them do less trips, so less walking, so more around gathering resources, which is really powerful. Just wondering, did he actually forget to make a dock here? Because those villagers have been down here for quite a bit. It is very hard to play this map because I'm sure that you guys know if you're playing on a one-on-one and you have 1 TC and you're trying to manage your economy, it gets really hectic very quickly, especially at later ages. Now you have 2 TCs off the bat, and you have to make sure that they're constantly producing. There is so much to do in terms of boar lures, berries, all that stuff, so sometimes it's easier to just almost... Oh, that castle. God, I love it. It's protecting both golds. That is a very forward castle. He's making some economy in the back of that as well. So it's got another TC coming up. There you go. There's the stone walls coming up for our Mongols player. He's probably going to have to castle behind here just to alleviate the pressure, but that's never good because that's on a hill. That is a huge castle on a hill here, and it's going to be really hard to take that position back. But I mean, he can always go and castle on this side, and it might be the same kind of pressure that he's going to go ahead and put on Elminster here. So castle's up. He's going for a siege workshop of his own. I guess he's expecting Mangudai or something like that to happen. He also invested into the war galley upgrade, as we can see here, doing his eco upgrades, going on fish traps, which is nice. Fish trap can be actually placed a lot closer to get them to be even more efficient without the travel time. But I mean, to be fair, these are not pro players, so of course they're going to be, making things a little bit different than what we do. We see normally on these pro matches. And there it is. That's the town center. I thought that was going to be a castle. I'm waiting for the castle drops for Huggieg. Where are they going to be? Oh, there's a castle on that hill. Nice. So he's going to keep that side kind of safe. Would have preferred to see castle more here to kind of contest that gold in the middle. We see Jaguar warriors. Wow, I am impressed. Oh, there's a hole. Of course, there's a hole. Why would there? Why would there not be a hole? But man, I haven't seen those Jaguar warriors in, well, competitive play at all. I think it's a meme that you want to see one Jaguar, but now we're seeing like three, and there is, I believe, more on the way. There is. And yeah, he's making the Jaguar and Mangonel push. And there we go. There's that castle just right where I said that I would like to see it. And he's just double castling down so that he can go ahead and protect this area from his castle on this side. And those Jaguars are going to be inside, and there's the first Mangudai production. So these guys you need to kind of be in mass to get there. And he's actually got some, oh man, the Vills, not the Vills. Those Magnals are doing such works, and he's gonna convert. Yeah, I was gonna say those monks are there just for the Mangudai. Just added pressure from the Jaguar warriors. They're kind of a bit stronger than any of the other infantry that you can make right now. Maybe preference say from the Eagle warrior, but they have different purpose. I guess he wants to put in as much damage as possible on the economy here. That castle has to go up, but it's looking more and more like a... Oh, there it is. Thank God. So he's going to lose quite a bit here. He's going to lose both Mangonels, both all of these, maybe all these monks, which is going to be really good for them. But yeah. Great state. That's going to help Huggieg stabilize quite a bit. The only issue I have with all of this is that Elminster is currently going up to the Imperial Age. He is more than halfway. He's making rams. He's actually getting redemption, expecting some siege play maybe, or even just try to convert that building because maybe he wants to get those Ashodal warriors. Because why not? We want to see Aztec people on horses. Hype! Come on, guys. All right. So we got to see a little bit of Mangudai. That's going to basically just go ahead and kill those rams very, very quickly. Yeah, it's pretty safe. I guess both players are kind of ignoring the left. Oh, and that's just as I say that, he's going to throw down his third castle. He is definitely going to go ahead and need it because I guarantee that that one is going to go down very quickly once it gets to, yeah, the Imperial Age. So now you can see that Elminster is actually in the Imperial Age, and he has quite the fish economy that was, for the most part, not disturbed too much. Um, but there's a counter castle coming up from Hug. Oh my God! So now he just needs a couple of trebs, and this is going to be quite a nightmare to try to keep those castles up. But yeah, those rams are not going to do anything. Those Mangudais are just going to chew through that without any issues. So probably not the best play here. So go ahead and just send in rams, especially considering that you've got Mangudai on the field. But he does have to worry about that treb, though. That treb is uphill, firing downhill. The castle was already damaged due to Mangonel trying to be built. And I don't see how he's actually going to be able to go ahead and snipe that treb unless he comes in by the side over here, which can be done. But I mean, he's got a couple of monks down here. Oh, and the GG is called, unfortunately. I just see here. I don't think he can. Yeah, I think he called it because he wasn't able to see a way out, which is really unfortunate. Yeah, definitely. I think that yeah, some of these Civ picks are just ridiculous. But hey, you know what? I'm happy to be impressed. Let's see here. We did Budapest, so we're gonna do this, and then I guess we're gonna be playing on Socotra, and then the next match, I should say. So we can't use Mongols and no more Aztecs either. So those two are gone. Let's center that a little bit. There we go. Perfect. He does like to play with his monks. When I saw those monks, I was like, oh man, you're just playing right into Elm's hands, loving those monks. He's been such a pain to play up against during like Lord of the Rings when he's playing Gondor and he's just going mass monk. It's just crazy, crazy, crazy. So let me just go ahead and do this very quickly. Alright, so map number 3 will be Socotra. And honestly, I did not see this coming as a landslide. And honestly, these guys are much better, but it looks like it's just coming in from one side to the other. And yeah, I mean, the games are a lot closer than we give them credit for, that's for sure. I mean, right now it's 2-0, but it could have easily swung both ways. So I'm just going to go ahead and message him for the civs. So, for those of you who don't know about Socotra, the water on the map is actually non-accessible. So around that little island in the middle that you'll see is actually walled off by rocks. So there is no water access on this map at all. It is a very tiny area that you're going to fight up against. It's very close quarters. Fast tower civs, civs that go up very quickly, promotes very early feudal aggression, are quite deadly on these civs. Which I'm happy to see that the Incas are actually banned because they are absolutely bonkers on this map. Alright, and we're going to see the final of the series, where it's going to be Huns against the Portuguese. So this is going to be quite interesting here. Uh, yeah, it might be interesting because the Huns can't build houses, so it's going to be harder for them to maybe wall off the early pressure. I don't know. Portuguese is a very, very slow civ, so we'll see what happens. Alright, so once the game gets started once more, we'll jump back in. And hopefully you guys are enjoying these silly series and just to go ahead and well, keep in mind they're choosing that for the other Civ, right? So basically, the whole point of this silly series is that you don't get to pick your Civ. Your opponent does for you, and it's based off the Civ drafts that they have here. Do you understand that? I don't know if you get that whole that it was actually Huggies who picked the Civs here. So he picked Aztecs and the Koreans for Elm, and then Elm picked the Italians and the Mongols for them. But yeah, so Elminster, I think that that's a nice pick. He picked the Portuguese to go for Hugs. Um, I think they did their, their tower rushes. They're not exactly an outstanding civs in the first early game. Fate areas might come into play, but I mean, if you've lost map presence at that point in the early game, it's game over. Huns, on the other hand, that's a very, very strong civ. I'm not sure why that was there. I'm confused. I would have maybe given them Goths or something like that to see maybe some men-at-arms play, possibly. But anyways, we'll see. We'll try to see if they have started in the game already. And then we'll go ahead and join. So they have started, so I'm just waiting for it. There we go. Perfect. So here we go, the third match, I should say. If Elminster wins this one, he is actually going to go ahead and move on. So here we go. So as you can see here, like I said, a very small map. So as you can see, the entire edge of the water has been walled in with rocks. So you can't actually go outside. And you can see that it is very close together here. They are starting with quite a bit of food. Well, not that much food actually, it's just that they're queuing up quite a bit of vills to go ahead and do that. So they're going to try to go as quickly as possible. So he's going to be the hunt, so he can't actually build houses, which is going to be interesting. So there's elephants, a lot of hunt here. The trees are kind of scattered, as you can see, but look at this. This hill is going to be so important because that's literally how you get to each other's base. If you like put up a couple of towers in the middle of the map, like you've effectively like pushed your opponent off most of their resources, which is actually crazy. So like you tower here, and you tower there, and it's done. I'm glad to see that with this one, the stone is actually lower than what you would get normally. So normally you'd start with 200 stone, now you get 118, which means you can't actually afford even one tower in the feudal age. You do have a ton of gold, so it might be good to maybe build a market quickly and buy that stone so that you can go ahead and secure your position. Ooh, that's not good. Oh, Huggieg is going to lose his scout. Oh, that's not good. That TC is going to hurt him quite a bit. I want to see how much he actually ended up scouting before that. So not much. He doesn't even know where most of his resources are. Oh, that is really bad. Let's see, what is he actually missing? Well, he has stone and gold. He knows where his elephant is. He knows where his hunt is. He's got a couple of wood lines that he can see very close. That's... Oh, my bad. I forgot to switch the overlay. Thanks for reminding me, Hole. Appreciate it. Look at me. Noob caster, am I right? Alright. So, there we go. So yeah, he's on the hunt. He's going to try to go up as fast as possible. I think both players are going to do that. So let me just go ahead and check their resources very quickly. So Elma is actually on 2 villagers ahead of Huggieg, and I'm not sure why. Oh, just one. That's fine. All right, so we can see here, Huggieg is actually has actually more food in the bag, which is really nice. There we go. Yeah. Wait, is Elminster on gold? Am I crazy? Why does he have? Oh, right, loom. That's a thing. Loom is a thing, guys. Yeah. So, Huggieg's villagers have loom. Elminster has not, which is why he's 1 villager ahead currently. And he's building a house wall, which is really nice, which is really good. He's going to try to keep him safe quickly. And he's trying to grab that hill, which is nice because otherwise, see that wood line, if you wall here, 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 it's not a bad idea to maybe take a villager to wall very quickly, especially if you know that you might be in a rough spot later on. But, to be fair, as much as I said that Alm was going to win this series, I'm actually kind of cheering for Huggieg on this map, and it looks like his strategy might be paying off here just by walling the center, just trying to keep his opponent away. But keep in mind, Elminster also has his scout, which he's doing a great job luring in deer, something that a lot of pro players will end up doing, because why would you keep that food far away? And it's going to save him from spending like 100 wood on a mill over here as he's built his mill down here. I just want to know, does he know that Huggieg is actually building? He has no idea that this has been walled off. This is crazy. So we'll see what happens after. Maybe after he's done pushing in all the deer. Yeah, look, he's actually taking a villager here. Oh, okay. That is definitely blocked. So I'm just wondering, maybe you could have put the barracks down here and kept walling to the edges of the map, because I mean, this is really not wide. And the elephant's still not been taken. So it looks like we have one person that's able to go up. Let's see. Yeah, I think Huggieg, yeah, he definitely must have queued it up in his TC. No, he did not. Okay. So I guess he's a couple food short, but Elminster is definitely able to go up with that. So I think I was going to say maybe he's idling his TC to go up, but he changed his mind. He's definitely going to go ahead and there. So there we go. We have our barracks here. Drush, Drush here is actually really deadly, considering that if you're any parts behind or you're off any kind of resources, this can be really bad. But we do see he's actually on stone, so he's actually got almost enough for 2 towers, and it will be by the time that he's actually going to go ahead and reach feudal age. Now, I think he tried to go ahead and put his villagers to go ahead and gather inside the TC, so he's able to click up, but he's just slowly behind. He might have to idle a little bit. Let me see Elm on this side to see what he's going. Oh god, he's got so much food in the bank. Why has he not clicked up? I'm confused. But yeah, see, look, he is actually walling off here. I like this play quite a bit. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful palisade walls, beautiful house wall. He's just going to make this so that like, look, almost has no resources on the back here. He's actually securing more than half of them. And this area is so important because those are where his wood lines are. These ones can be contested with archers and things like that, but these one will be safe if he's able to wall back here as well. And oh my god, I cannot believe this. Elm clicked up behind Huggieg. So Huggieg will actually be first to the feudal age, and he is actually going to be able to maybe build some of those towers a little bit quicker than this. And oh my god, he's actually doing the strategy. So he is actually going to go ahead and wall this part off very quickly. And this is amazing. And I don't think that Elminster, yeah, he has not collected any stone. So he's not going to be able to actually even afford one single tower. This is going to be crazy. To be fair, towers as Huns is probably not the greatest thing, but you need that map control. If you don't have map control on this map, you are going to lose very quickly. And what does he see? He doesn't see much. He sees a barracks. Okay, he's going to see that lumber camp now. I hope, maybe. But I think he kind of understands where it's going here. Oh, and this is really bad. It's just going to hit castle, fuel it. No, he's going to be just fine. So he's actually going to maybe push him out, and then if he walls here, he's going to be safe. If he walls here, he's safe. Let's see. Oh yeah, he's going to do that. Oh, this is fantastic play. I'm really hyped. So you see, he actually broke in the wall, and then he's going to tower. If he towers that stone. Oh, there's a stone back here, but wow. Oh my god, this is so huge, and he doesn't even see it. Come on. You got a wall. Oh, that village is going to die, unfortunately. Yeah. It's got the 5+2 attack now, and that is going to be that. It's unfortunate. Yeah, wood is so important. Yeah, okay, so we've got a market coming down here for Elminster, who is probably going to adjust his eco to maybe buy. He's market blacksmith. He's going up to the castle age right away. I don't know if that's a mistake, because right now he's going to be off of most of his resources with towers, and it's not the greatest, but you can easily. Well, not easily, but you can. Oh, that's not good. He's going to try to batter that down. This is going to get messy. This is usually what you see on Socotra maps, don't you? This is insane. And there we go. So a couple of villagers down. That tower's going to be battered down. That's such huge. I would have put a tower maybe behind the wood lines first. Keep your other towers safe. But man, this is amazing. Hey, Narek. Yeah, I'm definitely having fun. Hope you're having a good time too. But this is some crazy games that we're about to see. Thanks for dropping by. Appreciate that. So there we go. Okay, so he's built a barracks down here to stop Elm from Hugs from coming in. But see, that tower's going to go up anyway. Now, how does Elm respond to this? Because he knows. He must know. No, it's not walled in yet. So see that scout there stop the walling? Oh, come come on, please see that. Don't just throw vills away. Please, please, please. So I'm thinking, yeah, okay, so he's going for archers, which kind of makes sense considering he's Huns. You could have went for cavalry as well. I was almost expecting some knights. That would have been done a lot better against the towers, because you can run under these without any issues in feudal age. They're not too deadly. But let me see here. Yeah, he's not close to going up yet. He needs a lot more food. He does have quite a bit of wood. There's a stable play. Nice. Oh, that's going to be huge. Oh, come on, just kill the scout, please. This is so bad. 2 vills lost. There we go. Okay, so now we can finally build that stable. Maybe wall this off. And then with cav archers, yes. Okay, yes, I am approving of this plan. Oh no. Oh, that's so bad. He let him in. He could have just walled it off quickly. Yeah, I mean, I thought that it was going to be a wall-fast castle too, with a couple of towers thrown in, just to keep it safe, to keep Elm, away from the resources here. But man, that one cav archer, like, he doesn't have anything to deal with that at the moment. Oh, villagers lost on wood here. See, this is why, like, archer plays here, especially when there's no towers, is huge. You want to have as many towers as possible in this map. Like, this is... You're such close quarters, there's so little map. You can't run away anywhere, so this is huge. I'm glad that he actually ended up walling most of this off, so he's going to have a harder time to get in. I'm wondering, do you delete the barracks at this point? Go in? That one horse archer is going to be so bad in his economy right now. Oh, come on. I didn't even want to go ahead and use the market, trade some food. But you know what? He got enough to build towers. That could be good. Just a couple of towers, and yeah, see, look, he's trying to get in. He is literally trying to... Those bills, oh my god, they're going to get a kill. They are going to get a kill. This is insane. Oh, there's the Mangonel. Oh, yeah, that's not good. So you got a Mangonel coming out. It's going to make quick work of those towers, and that will be very quickly done. But look at that. The stone walls are coming up. He kind of foresees that there's going to be siege. But this is huge. Like, Alm is almost out of resources in his back line here. Well, I say almost. It's got enough, but it's still not an... Still can't do it. I mean, you can still wall out here. Oh god, don't let that Vil please die. Oh no, there it goes. Oh god, it's downhill Vil too. Please just go up. Please go up, because as soon as he gets in, there's nothing much that you can do. You don't even have an archery range to counter them with even skirms, maybe. Yeah, see, look, 2 mangonels out here. That tower is going to go down. And then you're able to kill that palisade wall, come in, and your economy is so spread out. Oh yeah, this is really bad. Where's he gonna take wood? Yeah, there it is. There's the GG. Wow, great game, guys. Great game. That was amazing. I'm gonna say, don't sell yourself short. I think that you did a really good job on this one. I think you did well. I think Elm played like a beast. Like, your decisions weren't bad. I thought you were gonna actually wall him out, spam towers, and